It's time for 4K for you. I am Tom Connors, and with me is my co-host Valliant Renegade. How you doing?
Doing good. Good to be back on a Wednesday afternoon live at 5. Good to see everybody out there again. And I know we've got a bunch of stuff to go through. And
Tons.
we have a new guest with us today.
Well, he's a little bit more than a guest. I'm going to those who may not recognize him. This is Greg from FanZcene. Now, he co-hosted with me when you were gone once before, Valiant.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yes, but we are bringing Greg in now to help us out, to have a little extra help in the background, to help us with the upcoming releases and help us when we need to look up something real quick, and also have another voice to throw in there once in a while. Because Greg and I have been doing a show on his channel for, better part of a year now, over a year.
Yeah, it's been about a year. We're like on episode 46, maybe. Yes, but it's been a while.
Yeah, where we just show physical media, not necessarily just 4K, but any physical media. So
just
and that's
share our collection.
The same day as we do this, Wednesdays. So, but yeah, I thought it'd be nice to have an extra hand and an extra voice, and especially when we're like, I wonder if that was 35 millimeter or.
Yes,
so that way Greg can help us in the background with all that business, so we can keep the conversation flowing. We're not stopping the show. So yes, thank you and welcome to the program, Greg, and we're glad to have you.
Indeed.
Nice to be with you guys. I don't think I've ever streamed with Valiant, so this would be fun.
No, I was gonna say you and Valiant are just meeting each other, and he was really receptive to me when I asked him about bringing you on. So we're glad to have you be part of the team here now, and hopefully going forward it'll be a lot smoother. We won't have these like 5-minute breaks where we're looking shit up.
Exactly. That's why I'm here. So if you guys need me to look up, I got it for you. So don't worry.
Plus, Greg has a great channel already where he mostly talks about physical media. And I thought, you know what? It saves me a lot of trouble of trying to gather up all the upcoming stuff, since he already does it for his own channel. So that's what we're going to kick things off with here when we get going here. But let's say hello to everybody. We got tons of people here. We got Stone Gaspin. Please share and like that button, and share out the links so people know we're live. We got Planet 628. We got Runner in the chat, who's another gentleman we hang out with usually on the physical media show with Greg, and that's on at 8:30, right, Central Time?
Yes, 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time.
That is correct. We got Mark in the house. We got Coffee Lover 239 here. We got Stone Gassman. We have Morgan King. We have B James here. Welcome everybody. Techman Blades here. Zacharat's here. We already have a couple of questions. We got Tomb of Dracula. Coffee Lover says, really, I wish we'd get Bill and Ted 1 4K stateside and Bill and Ted 2 4K. And this one's probably a long shot, but Legally Blonde in 4K. Actually, I don't think that last one's a complete long shot.
No.
Yeah, I think I heard something about that myself.
I mean, that's a pretty, I think it was Sony that owns that one. That's a pretty decent seller for them, to the point where they've done like, what, 5 fucking straight to video sequels to that.
Well, not to mention the fact it's actually a pretty popular Broadway play now as well, musical. It's been on Broadway for years. So I'm kind of surprised we haven't gotten that yet.
Isn't there a TV show of it, or wasn't there for a while or something like that too?
I heard they were going to do a third movie too. So
yeah, and something like bringing her back. Yeah. For a third film. That's always a plausibility. Now, Bill and Ted, maybe. I do have the import. It's decent. I don't think it's from the original negative, though.
I don't know.
The big difference is that the color timing is way different than MGM and Shout's discs. So I don't know which one's the more proper color timing, to be honest with you. Like, for an example, the title Excellent Adventure, it's like totally different color almost from like the darker blue that it is in the US release. Over there, it's more of a emerald greenish blue. So I have no idea which one's more correct, to be honest with you. The problem with that is MGM has not been real kind to their releases in the past, unfortunately. We got Morgan King, who wants to know, is Shout Factory Red Dawn set as good a quality sets get for, a good quality set for Shout Factory, one of those ones, is it hit or miss? Well, we don't exactly know what all the special features are going to be yet. I'm assuming they'll probably be carried over from whatever has been before. They'll probably throw in a few new things. And I don't think they're really adding, are they doing anything more than maybe a poster, or are they even doing that? Greg, do you remember?
The Red Dawn, you get a poster and a pin set. and
pin set, yeah,
and a slip cover. That's it. That's for the Red Dawn set.
Now those pins they give out are pretty decent quality because I showed you guys the Escape from New York ones I got, and I thought they were pretty neat. The Halloween ones are pretty neat too.
Yeah, they're much bigger than when you showed them because I've never got the pins, and then when you showed them, I was like, oh, so they're much bigger because I don't always think the pins are always worth it, but the first time seeing them when you showed them off, I was like, maybe they are worth it.
Yeah, because that one's like a badge or whatever, and it's like the real size or like,
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I haven't seen the price yet either.
I don't remember the price yet. I can check real quick.
I would say I guess it depends on how big of a fan you are and how bad you want the pins and the poster. I mean, really, that's what it boils down to. I mean, I don't think there's any extra goodies besides that, but I'm assuming whatever they do for the discs, they'll add some new stuff to it. Maybe. Coffee Lover says, with the release of Child's Play, Red Dawn, and Fargo in 4K, I wonder what other MGM titles Shout may put out in 4K. I'd love to see Get Shorty, City Slickers, and When Harry Met Sally in 4K. I think all three of those are good possibilities. City Slickers already has a 4K master, and I think the other two might as well. So I wouldn't be surprised in the least, especially Get Shorty.
Yeah.
And I think Rob Reiner has remastered most of his films in 4K by now, so that's one of the few that hasn't been released. That and Spinal Tap are only the couple ones I can think of offhand. Is Legally Blonde MGM? Oh yeah, then Kino will probably do it at some point.
Yeah.
That may be one of the ones they got. Didn't they just get a bunch of titles? But they weren't. No, wait, they weren't in MGM.
That was Paramount. Well, yeah. See, the Amazon MGM deal is kind of up in the air now too. So we'll have to see how that rolls.
And the Red Dawn set is $95, $100.
Ooh, that's pricey.
Yeah, I just saw that myself.
Set is what?
It's $94.98.
I saw it. I didn't even look it up yet. Oh my god! Wait,
that's way too much.
Yeah, and you get 5 pins and a poster and the slipcover. That's what you get for the box set thing, that special thing they got there.
Jesus, I mean, well, compared to I guess, the Escape from New York set was like 160 something. I think that's one movie, the pins, the poster, and a record.
Yeah, I think I'll just look at the regular $27 No Holla regular version.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get the regular one on that one.
Yeah, or you could just the other one is $35 with a poster. So
shit, compared to the Child's Play one, that's $200, and you get all three of the first. Well, that gets into our story today, but you get all three of the first films, a poster, and a pin set for all that. Actually, get a bunch of posters and extra slip covers.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat because they had extra slip covers for the first one, so you got ones to go with that one, sort of. But anyhow, yeah, let's get into that news. So what do you got for us, Greg? Let's start with the news.
You want all the latest things that just came out? Because I've seen a couple here.
We got up to the last 2 weeks to cover. So,
if you're a fan of the Bigfoot movie Boggy Creek, it's getting a 4K release. Transfers 4.
Boggy Creek. I'm trying to think if that's the one that I'm thinking of or not. I'm trying to think who directed that one. Legend of Boggy Creek?
Legend of Boggy Creek comes out in October on a new 4K.
I think that's the director I was talking about with that one box set that one time.
I can't remember. It's
because I said that was one of the movies that they didn't have in the set.
What's his? I think it says here. I'm trying to see his name. Charles B. Pierce. Pierce? I don't know. Can't read his last name there.
That one's supposed to be one of those. That's one I've been looking for and waiting for, actually. I know that.
Yes. So that's coming out in October on a new 4K transfer. Full Moon Direct is releasing Transfers 4.
Oh, no, this is a different director, though, but yeah. Okay, yeah, Transfers 4.
Transfers 4. Heat is finally getting a 4K release, finally.
Do we have a date for that yet?
Yes, I believe that's August 9th.
Yeah, yes. I already pre-ordered that sucker.
And it's coming in a steelbook, too, so...
Yeah, I'm waiting to get the steelbook. I did get my steelbook of Untouchables this last week.
That's cool. I'm trying to see what all the things here we got. Summer Heat from Kino Lorber with Laurie Singer and Anthony Edwards. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
No, I'm not familiar with that one, I don't think.
It's from the 1987, so it looks like it might be a bit of a steamy romance. And then I don't know if you want me to read not the Lost Boys yet. So,
oh well, we can. Yeah, Lost Boys was announced. Do we have a date for it? Yeah. Well, this is a UK date. We don't have a US date yet, but I would assume it's close to it.
October 31st in the UK on 4K from Warner Brothers.
I almost got to think that WB will get that out before Halloween here.
Yeah, I would say so too. Usually, roughly around when they announce them in the UK, we get them around the same time here for the United, the whatever you want to say.
Yeah, WB usually does a little push during Halloween for movies, so I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, that's one we'll probably talk a little bit about today. But yes, go on.
Yes, we've got a couple Paramount titles. This is not from the Kino Lorber deal, though.
Yeah,
These
that's
are just
right.
Paramount Blu-rays. Leap of Faith with Steve Martin and Deborah Winger.
Meatloaf's in that too.
Yes, Meatloaf, where he plays a fake evangelicus, tent pastor guy.
It's actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It wasn't too bad. Steve Martin does a really good role in that. So, Chris Rock's Down to Earth is coming.
Not
which
too
is
bad.
Basically a remake of
Heaven Can Wait.
Yeah, Heaven Can Wait. Yeah. Domestic Disturbance with John Travolta and Vince Vaughn.
Not the best of John's movies.
Yeah, not the best. And Bebe's Kids.
That one I'm looking forward to.
Yes, Bebe's Kids is coming out, and that's the 4 latest Paramount.
Yeah.
Titles.
So those are 4 more that Kino won't be releasing.
Yeah, those Kino won't be releasing those. And do you know about the Out of the Blue situation from who was that? Severin, I think, did that.
No, what's up with that?
Well, okay, so there was a UHD production backlog, which is out of their hands, as they said. This is from Severin, but the discs are shipping from our replicator to our fulfillment house end of this week. They will start shipping alongside the mid-year sell orders. Thank you for your patience. So they had a bit of a delay with the disc.
Valiant, I'm convinced we need a button for whatever's wrong this week in DVD and Blu-ray and shit. This week in fuck ups. There's not funny. A week that goes by, I swear. Something they fuck up. Okay, so what else you got for us? Is that it for the news? There's got to be some more news. I know there was a bunch more.
10th Man with Anthony Hopkins is coming from Kino Lorber. Matahari is coming from Kino Lorber with a 30th.
Matahari.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it's getting a new scan or anything, just Blu-ray. I'm thinking that's about it at the moment. I could have sworn there was one more big one.
There was probably a few that we missed besides Child's Play and stuff like that. But yeah.
The 1995 movie Jacko, about a killer pumpkin thing, is getting a 4K.
I know there's probably a few other new ones too.
Yeah, so I saw that.
I remember as we get going. Somebody asked about, do you remember Valiant who asked about No Escape last week?
Oh yeah, that's coming.
No, I don't know. I don't remember who asked.
Yeah, it's Greg just buried the lead.
Sorry about that.
I can't remember who it was. Somebody, and they're probably in the chat now. I apologize. I forgot who it was who asked last week about it. But out of the blue, or 2 weeks ago, it would have been now.
Yeah.
A No Escape is coming to Blu-ray.
Yes.
Because, when we lost Ray Liotta, people were asking about it. I don't remember which show it was on. Maybe it was 4K for You or one of the other ones. But I think we were on Meat at the time. So here we go. It's coming from where is it coming from? Unearthed Films. There you go.
Oh yeah, I bought something from them not too long ago. I think they're a section of MVD.
Looks like Ernie Hudson. Is that who that is?
Yeah. And the Dillon brother.
I was gonna say it looks like a Dillon brother too. Yeah, I've seen this movie a long time ago, I think. There we go. So those.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it. Sorry.
It's a very no. That's a very popular Ray Liotta one.
Yes, and I think I remember the last big 4K one, Escape from Alcatraz.
Oh yes, that's right. I was gonna say I knew there was another one. Clint Eastwood's Escape from Alcatraz. That's one of his I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time either.
What about you, Valiant?
That movie? Oh God, I can't even remember the last time. I bet it's been 20 years.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, there was another bit of big news that you did kind of miss, but that's all right because this was one that I kind of called. I said that we were getting Doctor Strange on a 45-day window, and people weren't so sure. We're getting Doctor Strange on a 45-day window, and it will hit 4K Ultra HD and Blu-ray on 7/26.
Yeah.
So plan accordingly.
Yes, and that's my fault because I usually don't typically do the new.
We don't usually do the newer ones.
Yeah, I usually don't look up a lot
Yeah.
because I know they're
My
coming.
plan is to not buy it.
Well, I'm actually. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was
No,
gonna
go
say
ahead, Greg.
Disney just caved in on this one because they were hoping to have this movie stretch out to a 60 to 90 day window to where it would have a really good run, and it had a bang out start at 187 million. But by
Right.
the first Tuesday, all the warning signs you needed were right there in front of your face that this movie had some serious problems. The fan reaction just was frankly poor, and that's why it just collapsed. And that's why Disney, because they did not pre-announce a limited window for this film. They did not announce initially 45 days or whatever. They gave themselves some wiggle room when they negotiated that contract with the theatrical exhibitioners, I'm sure. And based on the performance, they were able to, either close the window or they always had it in mind to do 45 days and just didn't announce it. I think they were hoping at that point to have more of a run like Spider-Man No Way Home. Not to say that the movie would have gotten to 1.9 billion like Spider-Man, but that it would
Right.
have at least developed a decent enough set of legs. But this is about, in terms of legging out from opening weekend, it's one of the worst, if not the absolute worst MCU movie, period.
Well, probably we have to probably put post Infinity War or something onto that, but yeah.
No, I mean did
it even do worse than some of the other earlier ones?
It took the movie 21 days, 22 days to even get to a 2x set of legs.
Well, I'm just basing on the fact that they hadn't really had billion-dollar films be the norm.
Well, but I mean, I'm just looking at how a movie, because most of all these movies have opened north of 100 million.
Right.
And taking movies that open north of 100 million and then determining what kind of legs do they usually grow after opening weekend. A good run for a movie like that might be 2.5 to 2.75. You get over 3, you're doing really well. Spider-Man closed out at 3.09. Top Gun is already closing in on it's Top Gun's going to be at 3.0.
Well, Top Gun's an anomaly.
That's what I'm saying is that
Top Gun is officially what you can call a hit, right? Because the drop off was only 30% or whatever it was, 33%.
28.5. Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Or 28% or whatever it was. So that's abnormal.
So that's what prompted Disney to just pull the trigger on this.
Which is funny,
going to Disney Plus,
because we've had 2 films now since we've been supposedly back from COVID. Because remember, theaters were dying, and then COVID happened, and they were supposed to kill theaters. We've had Everything All at Once, or whatever the hell that name of that movie is, that had like 0% drop for like a few weeks in a row.
Not open, a lot smaller, but it had tremendous word of mouth.
Exactly. Like, for it to stay that consistent is a big deal, and it ended up doing very well in the end. And then the same thing with Top Gun. That is abnormal for a huge box office film like that had a huge opening that was above expectations to begin with, to then only have a 30% drop off. That's insane. So kudos to them on that. And like I said, I might even go see that this week if I get a chance. But Primark Vulcan was the one who asked about No Escape. So hopefully you're glad to hear about the news there. And Boba Fett, we did cover this a few weeks ago, especially Poltergeist, but Christmas Vacation has also been rumored for Christmas time here in the U.S. as well as Christmas Story. So looking forward to those.
And I just saw you here that Christmas Vacation is due out October 31st as well in the UK.
There you go.
So.
But that will actually get us into rumors, I think. Did you have any rumors up front that you had, Greg? Or?
I haven't heard much. Possibly Carrie on 4K. I did hear at one point, but I can't confirm that.
I wouldn't be surprised. I've got Once Upon a Time in the West. Carrie, as you said. Yes.
Once Upon a Time West, Carrie. I did hear at one point, I'm not sure as well, too, but the George Romero, The Day of the Dead might get a 4K.
Yeah, I think that's one we've been talking about here and there.
Yeah.
Or just come up again recently. I know we're getting Reservoir Dogs, or at least a rumor for Reservoir Dogs on 4K. Yes. Chinatown.
Confirmed about Lost Highway. David Lynch's Lost Highway. Has that been confirmed? Because it looks like it's getting a 4K restoration.
I don't think it's been confirmed, just like the Criterion Blue Velvet hasn't been confirmed yet. Okay. I mean, it's like almost for sure, but they don't have a date.
Yeah, because I'm seeing pictures here from 4K restoration for it.
Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, Chinatown. I don't know if you guys heard me on that one.
Oh, sorry.
No. I just wanted to make sure everybody heard that. And then I think that was it for rumors.
Chinatown. It's about water
Forget-
and Nicholson and Jack Nicholson. Then water. The last episode of The Offer. So,
I know.
oh,
I love that.
Great. Yeah.
But you know what's even funnier? Did you see the latest South Park special?
The one on Paramount?
I
started watching it one night. I was laying in bed and I dozed off because I was so exhausted. I got to finish watching it.
Well, my buddy messages me. He's like, I didn't really like the new South Park one. I don't know. It wasn't that great. I'm like, I watched it. I'm like, you didn't fucking get it, did you? I'm like, you have to see, first of all, you have to see Chinatown.
Yeah.
Secondly, obviously you have to know all the ins and outs of all the streaming service shit. So yeah, like if you've seen Chinatown and you're up to speed with all the streaming service shit, you will love the new episode.
I thought it was hilarious. The streaming wars, and they're all making little popsicle stick boats. I'm like dying laughing. I mean, I
selling the water rights and shit. Yeah,
I thought it was great.
It's about water and a detective. Stan Lee is looking to decide if he wants Candyman on 4K or Drive on 4K. I haven't seen Drive, but Candyman looked pretty good from what I watched. I previewed about 20 minutes of it, so that looked pretty decent. Sounds pretty good too. All right, so we have that is it for rumors besides Beverly Hills Cop 3, which is practically not a rumor. We kind of already knew about that, and you said Day of the Dead. So that
Once Upon a Time in Mexico, or I just saw it. I can't remember. It was one of the westerns.
Said it earlier. Yeah.
Once Upon a Time I thought you said it. I couldn't remember if you said it or not. But I think that's about it in rumors. Yeah.
And that's, I believe in. I think that's either Paramount or I think it's a Paramount title. I'm not sure on that one. I'm trying to remember. I have the DVD of it, but God, it's old. But yeah. Anyhow, so Child's Play was a big deal. I don't know how much of a fan of Child's Play you are, Valiant.
I mean, I've always liked the movies.
Well, Shout Factory has announced out of the blue. This kind of took me by surprise. Last week,
I pre-ordered the first two. I'll put it that way.
There you go. Yeah, okay, that they're doing 1 through 3 in 4K. I was like, whoa, okay. So yeah, let me get this up here so you guys can see what's going on. We don't have much for details yet as far as special features. I would assume that the first disc is going to pretty much be, or the first movie is going to pretty much be their same release that they did a few years back. Because even the, even the cover's the same as the last Child's Play release. But we are promised some new special features for Child's Play 2 and 3, which have never gotten special features before.
That's exciting.
Yes, and then we get these 3 postcards, which come from Child's Play 3, that I believe were promotional items for that movie, so they're just replicas. We get a new NECA Burnt Chucky doll, which you can also get separately if you want.
Yes, and that did sell out the first time around.
Oh, did it? Yeah, I was going to say, the original one did. Yeah.
Yeah. Or, well, the new one, because that they just put back out.
Oh, this one did?
Yeah, it sold out. That just the doll sold out, but then they put it back up.
Yeah, NECA's learned that if they don't do that, then they'll just get people bootlegging them right out of their factory.
Yeah.
And then also, as we mentioned before, you get 2 different alternative slip covers to go with Child's Play 2 and 3.
And how much is the box set?
This is the $200 set.
Is that only direct from Shout?
Yes.
Okay.
And you get the pins, the 3 cards, and all those posters you see at the bottom there for $200.
You get that snazzy doll.
Yeah. Just keep in mind, it is like only like yay big.
Oh, I figured it was like a little 4-inch.
Yeah,
thing.
Not even barely. I've got the other one that goes with it, and it's really good quality though. I mean, NECA's hit and miss. Well, this is one of those that they did pretty good. So.
It's not how big it is; it's how you use it.
That's right.
It's the motion of the ocean.
It's not the size that counts, Tiff.
Exactly.
It's how you use it. Speaking of, I was surprised
correct.
We didn't get, the last few films in 4K as well, especially at least Bride of Chucky.
I was surprised about Bride of Chucky. I mean, I can understand why they're doing the first 3 because I think that's one a lot of people remember. But I always like
Bride of Chucky was the highest grossing of all.
Yeah, it was like huge. I remember being everywhere when it came out.
Now, Seed of Chucky, I can kind of understand. I mean, I like the film, but if you're not going to give me a 4K of that, I understand. I'm not even sure if that was shot on film, to be honest with you. That one might have been shot on digital. There you go, Greg. There's your first.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was not a fan of Seed of Chucky. That's probably my least favorite Child's Play movie.
You know, I don't know if it's my least favorite. It's definitely in that bottom. Like everything past Bride of Chucky for me just isn't as.
It doesn't feel like Chucky to me, Child's Play anymore.
I like Seed of Chucky because it feels like if John Waters made a Chucky movie, but only a few people are going to get that, right? Like,
yeah, especially I mean, if you didn't catch the John Waters cameo in it, you
exactly,
know,
yeah.
so you're not going to get it.
I mean, I like Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky, all right, but they feel like straight-to-video films, unfortunately.
I liked Curse of Chucky. I'm not much care for Cult of Chucky, but I thought it was better than Seed at least.
And I'm sure you've not even seen those last few, have you, Valiant?
What, Bride of Chucky?
Everything past that, yeah.
No, I haven't. No, I have not.
Yeah, most people haven't.
Yeah.
The TV series wasn't even that bad that they just recently did. It was okay. It had some issues, but
yeah, I haven't
better
seen the
than
TV
Kenobi.
series.
Actually, Seed of Chucky was shot on 35mm Fuji and Kodak.
Really?
Okay.
Mm.
Nice.
So they can do all 5 of the original ones, no problem. I'm sure everything past then, Curse and all them are probably shot digitally, though.
Yeah. But I mean, this I would, you know, like much like the Halloweens, I think this might be a little. I love the Halloween movies, but I think this set might be a little better than that set they had for the first 5 ones. You know what I mean? Because like you could get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the Halloweens on 4K separately. That's fine. You didn't need all the swag with that. But this, we hadn't had Child's Play 2 or Child's Play 3 with special features on 4K yet, and those are something that sorely needed in the horror fan film. You know, people who love horror films. That was something that sorely was needed. So,
yeah, I mean, 2 and 3 have never gotten any love on video.
Yeah.
And 2 was actually a pretty big hit for Universal.
Yeah, I mean, like I think I remember more about part 2 than I did about part 1 for a while. You know, when it first came out.
3, on the other hand, I think they rushed it a little bit because, believe it or not, kids, there was a time period where you almost wanted to let these things rest for a minute or two.
You mean give us a couple years, a little
yeah,
breathing room?
3 actually literally came out like a year after part 2. Like, I don't even think they wasted any time. They went from production on 2 to 3 without 2 even being out yet, from what it seemed like, because it was pretty quick when they came out. Like,
yeah, I remember always being confused. Like, that's Andy? How did he get so what?
Yeah, that's the sad part, because all they had to do was wait a couple years, then you could have actually had Andy been age appropriate.
Yeah.
And the third film, have you ever seen that one, Valiant? That one's the military one. That one's actually pretty good. It's under some.
Play 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I didn't pre-order that one only because like I couldn't remember what it was. So I'm sure I had to have seen it at some point, and I don't remember it because it's been so long. I remembered the first 2, but for the life of me, I could not remember the third one.
Part 3 is where Andy goes to military school, and then Chucky gets rebuilt in the factory, so he has him self-shipped to military school. And then they have the big deal at the big climax deal is they have where they have war games, and Chucky went and replaced one team's bullets with real bullets.
Real bullets, yeah, the paint bullets with the real bullets.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Yeah, they even do this is my rifle, this is my gun.
Yeah, all that business.
Yeah, all that business in there.
Get Arlie Ermy in there for that one.
Well, it's the only thing it's missing, man.
Yeah. And then, of course, you know how he tried to put his soul in a new body instead of Andy's. So
yeah, because he figures he's got a new body.
Yep, and he told a new kid. So
Chucky's gonna be a bro.
I didn't want to say it, wasn't sure, but yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Oh man, can't wait. That's gonna be cool. That was a nice surprise. I had no inkling, no.
Yeah.
Well, Universal's not one that I get a lot of word out of, so That's not surprising, but no, I kind of anticipated we'd be getting Child's Play 1 in 4K at some point here, but that was kind of a nice surprise. So the other big surprise, kind of not so much a surprise, but a surprise, was Lost Boys. And I know we talked about this one a little bit more, but hopefully that'll be here by Halloween, along with the other titles we mentioned. Valiant, was there any titles that you wanted to discuss before we take a few questions and wrap things up today?
No, like I said, I think you covered the highlights. We hit the issue with Doctor Strange. Heat for me is the big one I'm looking forward to. I absolutely adore that movie. I've been happy with the most recent redo of the Blu-ray that they did a few years ago, but I have been very much waiting for this 4K release. So I honestly can't wait. There's so many great scenes in that film. I mean, you have that bright outdoor, massive gunfight on the streets outside the bank in downtown Los Angeles, all the way to a lot of those really deep, dark night scenes. The HDR grading, I think, should look stunning, especially in the final scene between De Niro and Pacino with the basically the gunfight. Yeah, I can't wait for that one. But apart from that, like I said, I did finally get Lawrence of Arabia a day late today, so I watched a few minutes of it, and it
looks great.
It is as amazing as I expected it to be. It is absolutely beautiful, and I just kind of scanned through a few different chapters with different.
I gotta watch that one again.
Lighting situations, yeah. And the only other thing of note, I picked up this week because I was going back and watching. I'm like, man, I hadn't watched the Jack Reacher films in a while, so I went and picked up Jack Reacher and Jack Reacher 2 on 4K. So. Going back and rewatching those, just with all the Tom Cruise craze going on right now.
Yeah, does anybody know if these new, and I'm pretty sure I know the answer already, but these new releases of Jurassic Park and Jurassic Lost World and all that stuff, did anybody ever find out if they're new scans or anything, or new releases of any type? I don't think they are. I think they're the same.
I think it's the same.
Yeah.
Because I popped in Jurassic Park here before the show for a little bit. That don't even look like it's from the original negative.
Yeah,
it looks kind of like dog shit, to be honest.
I would say there's a scan.
The only reason I bought it is because Renegade Jr. likes watching it so much. So I'm like, but I didn't buy 2 and 3. I just have the first one.
But I'm like, well, I know 2 is a 2K up convert for some fucked up reason. But I'm watching it, and the opening scene's not too bad. The darker scene, I never really noticed that there was rain going on in that. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But then as soon as we start getting to the daylight scenes, especially the Alan Grant scene, I'm like, this is not negative. There's no way this is negative. And I started seeing some marks and shit. I'm like, yeah, this ain't the negative.
Yeah, they probably didn't bother to go back with
positive.
Yeah, they're probably like, yeah, we make money regardless, so just put it out there.
Which is stupid, because I would have thought they would have went back to the original for the 3D version. I'm going to watch that later and see if it's the same one, because I remembered where there was a specific scratch that popped out to me, and that's kind of how I can keep track of these things. But anyway, Commandant VHS says, just watching Top Gun Maverick with my dad. He loved it. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Yeah, and I see this. How else would you, where'd it go? Miles Teller's great in The Offer. Yeah, that's not the one I wanted, though. I wanted this one here. How would you describe Chinatown? It's about LA and water, but it has Nicholson attached.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
We got Nicholson.
Yep.
Nicholson.
And Polanski. And water.
Just like when he throws a breath minute, Bob Evans, and he's just like, here.
just
get off.
Fuck you and your gun.
Yeah.
You haven't seen that yet, have you, Greg?
I don't think I have, no.
Oh,
The Offer? No, yeah, I have not seen The Offer yet. I've been meaning to get to that.
Show.
It's not very often that I'm very much looking forward to the next episode of a show each and every week. It's extraordinarily rare. Throwing out the binge title stuff, but I mean, even as much as I enjoy Better Call Saul and it's in the last season, I love it. I'm anxious for the next episode in the second half of the season to come, but I'm having more anticipation week to week for The Offer because I'm just enjoying the show so damn much.
I know, right?
See, that's why I do plan on doing a video about this myself, about the binge versus weekly. I prefer the weekly. It's just something about that.
The anticipation
and the thinking about what's going to happen and letting it sit on your mind.
And I wish this show would have been bigger, because then we could have talked about it some more. I mean, I've jumped on a few podcasts to talk about it, and But I wanted to do something, but I don't know if there's that demand there. And that's what sucks about shows we actually like, right? I mean,
Right.
Cobra Kai might be the rare exception, but even that seems to be like we don't seem to get the views on that kind of stuff like we used to.
Yeah.
But like this show is just fucking amazing. We
I've
don't
heard
get
really
shows
good
like
things.
this anymore. I mean, and sure, there's a few moments where some like, and it's very rarely. Like there's maybe 2 or 3 moments where you can tell there's a little woke creeping in, but it's not like in your face. And it's just because they're trying to make a point of like, oh, this woman's doing this, and normally women wouldn't get credit for this, but we can't
Yeah.
say that because a woman's obviously doing it. So, you know, that's kind of about it. Like that's the most of the woke that's in the show. I don't know if Valiant agrees with me or not, but
Oh wait,
like,
which part? I'm sorry, I missed that.
like they kind of use his assistant, what's her face?
in The Offer.
Yeah, she's kind of
Juno,
like,
yeah, Juno Temple, the actress.
yeah, they have a few
Yeah.
bits and points where they try to push the whole woke narrative with her. Oh, she did this and she did that, and she's a woman and blah blah blah. But it's not like overt, right?
No, it isn't. It really
it's
isn't.
more in the making of. You get after the fact. That's where I get.
You also got to remember that the period that this is taking place in, this is in the, you're talking about late 60s, early 70s. You're talking about when a lot of that was going on politically, right?
Exactly.
So it fits into the era, but it's not so ridiculous and in your face.
They don't bonk you over the head with it, though.
No, they don't. I mean, Al Ruddy, played by Miles Teller, he is still the producer. He's still the executive producer. He's still in command. But yes, just like any good person in his position, you have to have some really smart, talented, and hardworking assistants, or otherwise you can't do everything by yourself. And that's Juno Temple's character in the show. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's great in it too.
She was very hot.
Yeah, she's great in it too.
Yes, she is.
And then we've got Stone Gassman, who says, "Seed of Chucky is Mancini's tribute to Glenn or Glenda." Yep. And I'm in the minority in that I prefer it over Child's Play 2 for Jennifer Tilly alone. I can kind of see that, Stone Gas. And again, I don't like it better than Child's Play 2, but I'm one of the few people that are like, I totally get that movie. Right? I totally get that movie. It's...
I got it. I got the John Waters stuff and all that. It's just... I just really couldn't get into it. I don't know why. I just couldn't get into it.
I can get it if you're somebody who likes traditional horror, and Bride of Chucky kind of takes the humor to as far as you can kind of take it and still be a traditional horror. Seed of Chucky is a flat out comedy.
Yes.
I mean, my favorite part is when like Chucky's freaking out, or everybody's like crying and screaming and hollering. He just starts freaking out. He's like, if this is what it takes to be human, I don't want to be human.
I mean, it does have some really great comedy bits, like you said, but it's just, I don't know, man. I
like how Mancini was like, I wanted to do like a Looney Tunes cartoon where you have, the old Sylvester and his son bits. And that was kind of Chucky trying to teach his son how to kill and all that kind of stuff. And, and again, like it has that Glenn or Glenda kind of overlay to it. So it has a bit of that Gonzo, Ed Wood / John Waters nature to it. And again, if you're somebody who does not like John Waters movies, you're not going to like Seed of Chucky, period.
That's not that I don't like John. It's they're hit and miss with me. John Waters movies are.
I mean, he's
like Serial Mom was good, but then like some of the
that's
other
one of his most
that's like his most mainstream one thing. Yeah. But then like there's the other ones. It's just like Divine, whatever,
Yeah, you go from like you got on the one end you got like Serial Mom and Hairspray, and then you go to the other end where you've got like Pink Flamingos and shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so this is more in the Pink Flamingos, right?
Yeah, the more of the trashy
yes, trashy but classy, as he puts it. Oh, John Waters is a fucking hoot. He's got like it's almost like a stand-up thing, but it's not. It's like a one-man show thing. It's like called Dirty Old Man or something like that. You got to check it out if you haven't seen it. He's fucking hilarious. Yes, I've got that's coming later this month, Stone Gassman. In actually like 2 weeks, I think it is.
I forgot that was one of the titles that was announced by Criterion.
It was the 23rd or 27th or something like that. I can't remember. Let me look here.
Is that the same time they announced Shaft?
28th. Yeah, and I think Shaft comes out that same time too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
More money I won't have. I didn't get any of my releases this week. I'm kind of pissy with Amazon. They're all coming out, but like they're not gonna be here till like tomorrow and shit and Friday. And I'm like, what the fuck is all that business?
Yeah. Well, I got mine. Well, I didn't get my Vinegar Syndrome stuff I ordered, but yeah, I got my other stuff last week.
I don't think I haven't got their last bit yet. No. Which sale starts this week? Is it the Kino sale?
Well, there is an MVD sale going on right now. Not MVD. What was it?
It was Diabolique or something like that. But I looked at the one sale and the prices weren't that great. But there is another sale that's starting like tomorrow.
Oh, I can't remember that one, but I did want to bring up that sale. I can't remember.
It's Kino.
Hopefully,
no, it's not Kino.
Nice.
It's
Is it Synapse?
Synapse. Yes.
Yes, Synapse is having a sale. That's what.
Thank you. CS got it too. Yes.
Yes, and some of them are on sale right now, like Frankenhooker and popcorn and stuff like that.
Coffee Lover was very smart how she phrased this.
I'm getting shafts 4K.
If you said I'm getting shaft in 4K, that could have been a different conversation.
He's a bad mother.
Shut your mouth. But we're talking about Shaft in 4K.
Now that's for a different show when we talk about Shaft in 4K.
Yes. Oh, yes. Friday is when the Severance sale starts. Yes.
Yeah, and there is.
Is it he? I'm sorry, I was going by the icon. My bad. I always end up misgendering the women normally. That's the not the other way around. Yeah, the Severance sale I'm going to try and jump on if I got some money by then to see what's up there, because there's a couple titles I should probably get. I think they got, but
yeah.
So
yeah, like right. It's going on right now to June 12th. It's the Impulse and Synapse catalogs now through June 12th. Right.
I thought it was the 10th, but yeah, okay, so it's the 12th it starts. All right.
No, it's on right now.
Oh, it's on right now? Oh shit.
Yeah, right now till June 12th. Save as much as 60% off on the Synapse and Impulse catalogs now through June 12th.
Let's see.
It's got the original Maniac Cop, Popcorn, Frankenhooker, Demons 1 and 2, Blue Underground
I think I need
stuff.
Popcorn. You got the link for that? I'll bring that up here quick.
Let me check it out. Let me get it up for you.
And then we'll get out of here.
I gotta get it up here.
So you need to have an icon like Max Relax here, one that's a display of toxic masculinity.
This does this to me.
4K cinema, you're probably right about this. It says having a feeling that with Imprint, the Warrior release is just a 4K, a 4K is just around the corner. If I could talk for here in the US, you're probably fucking right, because I ordered them some bitches and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's supposed to be in the United States. I try to use my tracking number, but it won't tell me where in the United States it is. Because I ordered Imprint's big bundle of April or whatever it was, plus a few other titles and Warriors and stuff like that. Or maybe Warriors. No, that one I ordered on its own. So I've been waiting and waiting for this fucking box, and it still ain't here yet. $50 fucking for shipping and handling from Australia.
Dang.
It's fucking crazy. So yeah, for those who are wondering, MVD looks like they have the sale. Are you a wrench? I think you are, Greg. If not, say something in the chat and I'll make you one. You can share that link.
Hey, I typed in something real quick. No, I am not a wrench. So.
The horror of it all. Okay, now you are, so you can.
Thanks for the link. I see Frankenhooker's on sale.
Yes, I need that.
That's one I wasn't wanting to get myself.
Yes. So, Basket Case 2, I already got those two, but I do need Frankenhooker, so that's a good one. That's a great fucking price, too. Holy shit.
I know. Did you see the price on that?
You know who did this cover?
I'll get the link up here for you guys. Give me a minute.
You know who did that cover of Running Time?
No.
Gary with a J.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Gary did this one.
Awesome. Oh, yeah, Running Time. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. I got to get that one yet. I don't have. It was that good? You said you watched it, right?
Yes, it's actually a really good movie. I was surprised about how good it was.
I need
these
two here. It took
me by surprise.
I don't think I have Phenomena yet. Is that one that's out on 4K now? Phenomena? Through Vinegar Syndrome or no?
Not sure. I think wasn't
See,
it?
I need
Was it
Suspiria, but I want the 4K of Suspiria. I don't want the 2K. And Popcorn, I need that one.
yeah, I was thinking about getting Popcorn and
And I got
Frank the
Demons in
Hooker.
4K already.
Yeah.
And I got Maniac Cop. But these are damn good fucking prices. Oh, I need
Yes.
Hot Dog the movie too. God, I gotta get
And-
paid this week, I hope.
I know.
Oh, the
And I dropped it
Exterminator
in the
too?
chat.
Thank you, sir. I just got this one. And sure, I paid $5 more for it than this. I literally just bought this one. Because I thought it was going to be going out of print.
Yeah, I know. We was just talking about that, and then I seen it goes on sale, so I didn't buy it from Walmart. So I'm gonna buy it on there.
I did buy it from Walmart. Manos, I need that one too. Just
Manos,
Desserts.
the
Why does that one
Handmaid's
sound
Tale.
familiar? Yeah.
But you
That's
can just
supposed to be one of the
watch that
worst
Well,
movies
that-
ever made.
That's the one that they did the Mystery Science Theater 3000 movie on. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. See what else I got here real quick, and then we'll see what you guys have to say in the chat here, and we'll get out of here. Oh, I remember that one. Countess Dracula, that looks sexy. Oh, Red Scorpion, I need that one. Damn.
Yeah, they got a couple good ones on sale. Really good.
I gotta get paid. That's a good price on that. Holy shit. Yeah, if you guys are looking for Demons right now,
Mm-hmm.
that's a hell of a price.
Yep.
That's Demons 1 and 2 on 4K for only $40.
Yep. And that's like $60, I think, normally.
Normally, yeah, 60, $70. Yeah. So these are some pretty good deals. So thank you for the reminding me about that, Greg.
Yep.
I knew they
There
were
you go.
coming up here.
And I'm sorry to your wallet.
Yeah, no shit. I don't have anything in it right now. Well, some of these I better not show. So
Yeah. Some of them get a little.
it's a family
sus.
program. Oh yeah, I want too many movies. Too many
Me
movies.
too.
All right. Well, let's see what you guys are saying, and then we'll get on out of here. I see we had a super chat here from John Wayne. Drinks SJW's Tears. Says for $10.
I
Does
never really noticed.
anyone... What?
That's how John Wayne really walks.
I love that. That's my favorite bit in fucking Birdcage. Does anyone know why we still haven't had official Blu-ray release of True Lies? That's an oxymoron. We've had Blu-ray since 2006, and the fact that a big Arnold movie continues to get the shaft just seems absurd to me.
Ask
Actually-
Cameron.
I actually know a little bit about that. I just watched a
James
video about that from Cyril at Midnight.
Oh, go ahead, because I mean, I know we've already brought this up before, but
Yeah,
please,
like
Greg.
he did a video of it just today. His theory is that basically he's too focused on the Avatar movies, and that because he said he needs at least 28 hours of his day to finish the color correction and stuff on True Lies and Abyss. Even though I'm pretty sure he said he was done with Abyss.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, we-
Abyss has
we
been
covered
rumored
that one
heavily.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
was
it said he
September,
needs.
October last year. I think they said they had
Yeah,
finished it.
he said it was done. So I remember that, and then he said he needed like 28 hours in the day to finish the color correction on True Lies and stuff. So he's too busy making Avatar movies. So who knows when you'll ever get True Lies?
Yeah. Hopefully soon though. But yeah, it sounds like we'll be getting at least you just said the title of it. Jesus Christ. Abyss. Sometime soon. So yes, indeed. Yeah, your wallet took a beating yesterday, Runner says. The drop bears took my fucking package. Those bastards. They probably did.
Jeez.
That wasn't cheap at all either, man. I'm like, which version of RoboCop in 4K is the best one to get? Well, there's only technically one, and that would
Yep.
be Arrow's release, and it's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. The only downside, the only thing I griped about it was that it doesn't have the best of the documentaries carried over. And there's like one or two things that weren't carried over, but that was one of the big things that bothered me. So, and the original making of, I think, didn't get carried over either, or something like that. But yeah, the Arrow collection is a pretty good set. And I don't see much else for questions. You guys were just all like me, just like into the
The
sale.
Chucky
It looks
thing.
like,
Oh yeah, and the sale too.
yeah. 50% off. Yeah. It's good sale, guys.
It's very good sale.
You guys might buy me out of titles. I might not get them.
I've been meaning to get Frankenhooker for a very long time. I love that movie. I got to get that. I don't even know why that's not been in my collection, to be honest with you. That's something that should have been like day one in my collection.
Yeah. And yes, the Chucky collection is on sale right now. The only way to get the special versions is through Shout. Otherwise, I think you should be able to get the standard disc releases through like Amazon and Best Buy. Best Buy has been seeming to get them on release day. I even saw Escape from New York in my local Best Buy. I was kind of taken aback. I'm like, wow.
Lucky.
I didn't need it. But, yeah. And yeah, it's one of the ones I'm waiting for either tomorrow or Friday, Runner. I don't know why it's taken so long. I pre-ordered these bastards, but yet they're not showing up on Tuesday like they're supposed to from Amazon. I'm going to raise some hell. About like I had to wait 20 minutes in the drive-thru last night. I don't know if you guys saw that video.
I saw that. Taco
Bell. Nobody wants to work. It's like I used to run a Taco Bell shift with half the people that were wandering around in that fucking store, yet nobody wants to work. It's not that nobody wants to work. It's that this generation is fucking lazy. There, I said it.
Man, you're correct.
Yes, sir.
I'm like looking at this shit. I'm like, we used to close a store with half the people that are wandering around here not knowing what to do. Like 20 minutes. I should have took a video also of the clock next to my receipt so you guys could see how long I've been sitting there. It was fucking insane. And their excuse was because the chalupa got stuck in the thing. Did you hear that? I don't even know what kind of fucking excuse that is.
So
she's like, well, the chalupa got stuck in the thing.
So what, you just threw it in the bag like it was?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I get home, my fucking pizza is soggy as shit. That was barely even a rant. I was pretty nice to that girl considering I figured if I yelled at her or anything like that, I'd probably make her cry. I mean, she couldn't have been older than like 18, 19 at the most.
Sometimes they need to be made to cry.
But you know, it pissed me off is she didn't have a name tag on it, so I couldn't tell her anybody what their name was. And evidently, the one who took my order was named Princess, but I don't know if that's her real fucking name or not.
Just make something up. Say your name's Princess.
Look, we used to do that shit in the drive-thru. I'm not gonna lie. I was king of the potatoes and some other shit for a while. We used to have fun. But that's because we knew after like 10 o'clock, 90% of our clientele were stoned.
That's true.
So you could get away with a lot. But we had fun and we still got work done. That was the difference. Right? Like these kids are just fucking lazy. I'm sorry. And I don't mean to go on a rant there, but thank you guys once again for making this a great show. We love doing this show. I'm glad that Greg's here now to help us with the keeping up with the releases, because that's been something that's been difficult for me. And
hope I helped out a little bit for you guys.
Yeah, and I know you're more into horror and some other areas, and Valiant, of course, as always, brother. Thank you for being here. I know it's tough with kids and everything to make the show, but
no,
I hope you didn't hear the ones screaming out there a minute ago.
No, I did not.
Good.
I heard they were screaming. Little bit, but I ain't that worried about it. Could be worse. Yeah.
But thank you guys for letting me join in on this and helping out with you guys. You know, I love physical media. Yeah, I'm more into like horror and cult movies and sci-fi, but you know, I'm not against like the award-winning movies and stuff. I've been wanting to get Lawrence of Arabia. I've heard really great things about that, so I'm looking forward to picking that one up myself. So, you know, that's just me.
Yeah.
All right. With that, I think we're going to wrap things up. You can check me out later on Greg's channel talking about physical media. You got anything coming up, Valiant?
It's day-to-day for me. I don't know what's going to be next. But no, the last two videos, I had the one kind of detailing some of the deal that Tom Cruise had with Paramount and Skydance over Top Gun. He's got a huge payday coming his way. One of the last guys to have those first dollar grosses in Hollywood. And then had a discussion last night with WDW Pro and Force of Light Entertainment, talking about, you know, some of the Obi-Wan Kenobi, Nielsen numbers, Stranger Things numbers, stuff like that. So you can go check those out.
Awesome.
Sorry, I was answering Victor in the chat. So yeah, and then Bridge Over River Kwai also came out as well. Yeah, I got that on digital. I gotta get
I've
that.
I've had
on
that one
disc.
a while on disc.
Yeah.
I think that's just like was it the Steelbook version that came out?
I think so. That came out with this one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same one I have. That's like the non-Steelbook version. So.
I feel like a crackhead. I just want my Lords. Oh, poor Duck Nation.
See, mine was delayed too. Like it was supposed to be here yesterday, and then I got a, I got a notification. Oh, it's delayed, and then it showed up today. So hopefully you get yours maybe late tonight, tomorrow. I don't know if you got it from Amazon.
Mine's not gonna be here till tomorrow or Friday. A lot of that stuff said. I already got my Amazon shit for today. It wasn't even a movie. It was the stupid record club record, Nancy Sinatra. Like, I didn't need that.
You can use it like a frisbee, like they did at Shaun of the Dead. Sling them at zombies, like him.
Well, it's an Amazon exclusive, so I won't open it. And maybe 5 years from now, it'll be worth $10 more. I don't know.
There you go. Or $10 less.
Storm King. I think we talked about Fright Night. Was rumored at least for 4K. We haven't gotten a solid date on it.
October sometime. I think they rumored.
I think that's the rumor. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully that's true. Tom Holland retweeted it. So.
Yeah, that was So that's pretty solid rumor, and I think I also had mentioned that. I think I heard that had a 4K master anyway. So yeah, because that was also on the list of movies you could to vote for on the next Sony box set. And I'm like, yeah, that's not getting in the box set, but that means since it's on the list, that means they have a master for it. Kind of like why Karate Kid 1 or Karate Kid 2 and 3 were on there.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they ain't putting Karate Kid 2 and 3 in that box set. They just want to see if there's interest in it. No fucking way. All right, let's wrap this up. Thanks again, guys. And we're the channel will be on later is Greg's channel. It's FanZcene. The link is actually in the description, so you can head over there and park up for the show later. That's in a little bit yet, so you got some time. But see you guys there. And thank you again. And
yay,
we're happy. Yay! I like that one. I'm trying to find the right button here. Here we go. All right, thanks, kids.
The one fan of the Miss Marvel show.
Yep. Miss Marvel, yay! So it was Cameron Pasha. He loved